and welcome here to TalkFCB, and welcome back to the channel tonight, guys, where yet again in the Champions League, Barca have been dominant. We have made it 3 wins in a row with a 5-2 win against Red Star Belgrade tonight. And I've got to say, guys, again, some of the goals on display, absolutely incredible. Some great finishes out there, and especially in the build-up, Jules Koundé, what a match he has had tonight. 3 assists from right back. It was very special. There was some concern, though, in the second half, as we're going to go on to talk about with Pau Kubasi. We're hoping he's all okay, but we're going to talk about the game in its entirety for you now. So let's get to it. Because in terms of Hansi Flick's starting lineup tonight, guys, he did actually make one big change in the defensive line. We were wondering ahead of this game, would he rotate in that area? How would he rotate? And well, Gerard Martin came in at left back there in place of Alejandro Balde, which meant basically there that Hansi Flick against Espanyol chose to rotate at right back. And in this game, he was targeting that left back area. And also, of course, in midfield, Dani Olmo did not start this game, only just coming back from injury, of course, and Frenkie de Jong starting there at the base of midfield with Pedri pushed more advanced in the field. And I've got to say, guys, overall, the lineup worked out from Hansi Flick. Of course, he ended the game here with a very comfortable win yet again, and we managed to rotate plenty of players there in the second half. But the first half did have a few scares, maybe, from those changes, because, well, inside 4 minutes, Red Star thought they'd scored. And again, we've seen this one before, a team getting in behind us, getting all excited, celebrating a goal, and then it's disallowed through offside. And a lot of you guys now, I'm sure, when a goal goes in against us, you're half thinking, the offside flag's going to come up. We are going to be saved there. And it did happen inside of 4 minutes. And then on 13 minutes in this game, Barca got a goal of their own. And the beauty of our play is that we do stay onside. We do there evade the offside trap very well. And you see it here in this goal. Raphinha whips in an absolutely beautiful cross here. It's a great assist from Raphinha. It's perfectly weighted onto the head of Inigo Martinez, who times his run really well. It's a diving header. Ball goes into the ground and goes over the goalkeeper there. Really nice moment. And there was actually an eerie silence inside the stadium there. It was a great atmosphere, but once that goal went in, absolutely nothing. You could have heard a pin drop in there, and Inigo Martinez scoring yet again. This guy, a goal machine. And after that, we had Raphinha hitting the post directly from a corner kick. I mean, that was incredible. He genuinely tried to score from a corner and very nearly achieved it. And Lamine Yamal in this first half, guys, I want to just say, he created so many excellent chances there for his teammates. And I'm blown away, really, every single game that you watch Yamal. Not only the range of passing, not only the fact here that he created chances with all different kinds of passes there. There was a beautiful diagonal ball low there to Raphinha. He also weighted one perfectly, knocked it down to Robert Lewandowski inside the box there. He wasn't able to finish that one off. But Yamal, he is so unselfish as well for his age. We've got to say that as well. He's got so much ability. Yes, he's so talented. Yes, but can we also just mention how unselfish this young man is? Very impressive yet again from him. And he did go on to play the full 90 minutes as well tonight, because, well, midway through that first half, Red Star did equalise, though. They did find their way through the offside trap, and it was a great finish in the end, you've got to say, from Silas. Chips it over Iñaki Peña. Really good goal. But the problem here, it's Gerard Martin. We don't all want to shout about it, but look, it's clearly his fault, and this is the issue. He said about it with the back line. It is such a good back line, the 4 that we know. They're so organised. They play the offside trap. They play that high line absolutely to perfection. But when you change it then, when you have to rotate, we saw it at the weekend at times with Hector Fort coming in, and even more so, you've got to say, with Gerard Martin, it just doesn't really seem to flow as well, does it? It was a lot more disjointed in that back line. Gerard Martin just doesn't fill me with any sort of confidence at all, and it was him that played everybody onside for Red Star's goal there in that first half. But luckily, before half-time, it's always about Barca scoring at key moments, and again, I feel this is a big goal here, and it was Raphinha who really gets things moving. Really fantastic shot from the edge of the box, lots of power, and it smacks against the base of the post, and who is there for the rebound? Right place, right time. It is Robert Lewandowski. And by the way, guys, this is no lucky tap-in from Lewandowski. This is by design. It's yet another situation where if you watch him, he times his run perfectly. From the time there Raphinha takes that shot on, he's looking for the rebound. He is more aware of that than any other player. And again, when he gets the finish, he looks miles offside. Just like the Classico. You think there's no way that he could be onside, But he is. He's that good in that zone there. That is Lewandowski's office. Very, very clever play. But can I just say, guys, in that first half, I don't think it was that great from Barca. I do think in the first half we struggled again with pace, with bringing intensity to the game. And I look at the midfield, I just think the build-up play was very lethargic. The body language as well in that first half, a little bit off as well. Not too much urgency about our play. And that's very unlike what we've seen in the season so far. So Barca in that first half, they were ahead, but not really firing and working on all cylinders, which is why in the second half, make no mistake about it, I think at half-time there, Hansi Flick said something quite clearly. He said, look, we've got to do more, we've got to do better, and in direct contrast to what we saw in the Espanyol game, when of course we switched off in the second half, this time we were much, much improved. And you can see just by the way we started the second there, real intent, a lot more energy in the team. Pedri immediately has a chance there. He was in that more advanced role for much of the game tonight there. He had a great chance inside the box, but just sent it over. And then Raphinha, he put one on a plate for Robert Lewandowski inside of the box. And I've got to say, guys, Lewandowski here, right in front of goal, shoots, and he puts it wide. I was absolutely staggered by that. I thought that's a certain goal. I was pretty much celebrating. And Lewandowski misses from there. That is something I've barely ever seen from him before. But luckily, he was able to immediately make amends. And this is when Jules Koundé, he starts playing. He really does start dominating this game from the right-hand side. Because the ball for Lewandowski's second goal, what a ball in this is by Koundé. It's not a cross, he doesn't actually just cross this in. This is a pick out, a pass there to Robert Lewandowski at the far post. Because he puts it into the perfect area, great pace on it. The ball is that good from Koundé. Lewandowski literally has to just let it hit him. He just lets the ball hit him in its thigh, I think it was, and it goes into the back of the net. Absolutely beautiful play there from Jules Koundé, and 2 minutes later, he's at it again down the right-hand side. He's far too strong for Red Star, and he actually gets his head up. You can see him there, have a good look around. He sees Raphinha arriving at the edge of the box, and Raphinha here, it's a beautiful finish from him, you've got to say, because Koundé puts all the pace on the ball, sends it to him, and to take this in his stride there, at speed, side foots it, but with real pace and precision. That is an absolute beauty from Raphinha. I love the finish there, and I always love those ones where the finish is that good. The goalkeeper doesn't move. He doesn't even try and save that because it's an absolutely wonderful finish from Raphinha. And I think then Hansi Flick thought, right, we can make some changes, because then immediately after that goal, Raphinha, he's taken off. He's a player that definitely needs rest, of course, in this team. Dani Olmo came on. Pedri, another one who was rested. Fermin Lopez came on. And I thought Fermin, excellent in this game. Really, really good impact coming off the bench. But of course then, guys, we did have that real moment of concern, and we are still concerned about our young centre-back, Pau Kubasi, who has been so immense this season. He got a real kick in the face, didn't he, there? Of course, he's going for the ball. Of course, there's no malicious intent here with the kick towards him, but it does make real contact with his face. He goes down, and of course, you're always very, very concerned there when players go down with head injuries. Lots of players around him, very, very concerned too, of course. Now, he was able to walk off the field. That's the first thing. Very, very good to see there that he was able to make his own way off. But there was quite a lot of blood, that looked like a really painful one there for young Pau. They're going to have a good look at him, of course. Very, very important here to go through all the different concussion protocols in the game now. And Pau Kubasi, he is a definite doubt for sure ahead of the weekend and the international break. I'm not sure maybe now he should go away with Spain, but all of our very, very best wishes to him. We do not want anything to happen to him at all. Hope he's going to be okay. And then we had Frenkie come off on the 67th minute there. And what we had in this game was a really unlikely moment. At the start of the season, would you have ever expected to see Iñaki Peña as the Barcelona captain? Frenkie there as he goes off, nobody else out there to have it. It goes to Peña. He is the Barcelona captain. Absolutely incredible. And then Gavi comes on in his place, and Gavi had a nice moment there. He made a real last-ditch sliding tackle just to prevent a goal that in the end would have been offside anyway, but Gavi didn't know that. Really, really good moment from him defensively. And then we had Koundé's hat-trick moment. His hat-trick assist. And again, it's brilliant from him. He picks out Fermin Lopez inside of the box there, a little cutback from Jules Koundé. And I think Fermin, he's the perfect kind of player to bring on in these situations. Space opening up there, he gets himself inside the penalty area, takes a touch, and it's just stuck under his feet a bit. He toe pokes the finish, just gets his foot through it there, manoeuvres it past the goalkeeper. And like I say, Fermin, he could have had more goals in this game. He really, really could have. He had a brilliant effort at the end of the game, cannoned off the crossbar. He was a real threat when he came on, and that's what you want to see from Fermin. Use that energy, use all of that prowess in the final third, and he was very, very impressive. And Red Star did get one back, a consolation goal at the end, of course, a brilliant one that it was. They curl it over the top of Iñaki Peña to make it 5-2. But Barca here tonight, guys, most of this game was very comfortable for us. In the first half, we had a few scares. I think Gerard Martin in that back line there, it's not ideal to change, although we need to. We need to rest players at some point, and tonight we've got away with it. We've been able to rest a few players, take a few off. That's very, very important. But can I just say, and this is a very important message, so nobody laugh. This is not funny. This is serious. We cannot lose focus in the Champions League, guys, because we have made our way into the top 8. That is vital. We want to make our way directly to the round of 16. We are now 6th in the league phase. And can I just say, all of our attention must be on our next Champions League game later this month. All eyes are on Brest. On that bombshell, I think it is time to end, guys. I really do hope that you have enjoyed today's game. I hope that you enjoyed another fantastic Champions League performance here. To score 5 goals away from home, it's impressive. And we keep racking up the wins. But please do let me know in the comments down below who impressed you today. Which performances are you very, very happy with? And what are your thoughts ahead of Barca against Real Sociedad on Sunday, guys, as well? I will see you soon to talk more about this game. And we will also have another podcast episode coming up soon with lots of talk from the Champions League. So make sure you're leaving your questions there in my community section. If you want those answered on MORETALKFCB on the podcast, I will catch all of you soon with lots more on the way. But I thank you all for your great support. But until next time, as always, Barca, march on! Vesca, Hail Barca!